Hey guys, what's up? It's your girl Daisy here, coming to you with not a lock journey, but an SOS video. Yes, class was canceled. It's 9:45 a.m. Nashville time. I'm on my mat, yoga mat. I've got my alkaline water, gallon of alkaline water, so I'm just feeling really great. If you're new to my channel, usually what I do is in the description box, I put what times I talk about certain things, just if you want to get straight to the point, because I know I'm like that sometimes, so I like to put that down there for the folks of out there who are like me. For those of you who don't know, I dropped my EP, my very first EP, last Monday on the 8th. It is called Mayday. So I'm going to explain, why I chose that title, what this EP is about. I'm just gonna go over the titles of the songs, what each song means, all that. Aside from my lock journey here on my channel, I have a segment called SOS. And what SOS stands for is Saving Our Sound. The reason I had this segment up here is just to bring back good music. There's nothing wrong with what's out. Well, I'm not going to say that there's nothing wrong with what's out now. Well, a problem that I feel like we have today is that we feel like we can just put words together and put it on a beat and then we call it music. Maybe it fits the purpose, or maybe it helps you get lit or to turn up, but they're not songs to feed your soul. I mean, there's more to talk and sing and rap about than fucking bitches, getting money, and doing drugs. We need more, we need better, and it starts with us. If we want change, we need to start being the change within ourselves. Don't get me wrong, that music is really fun and lit to listen to when I'm getting lit and turning up, but sometimes I don't want to listen to that. I want to listen to some good old soulful music. And no, I shouldn't have to keep re-listening to Erykah Badu and Nina Simone and NDRE. You feel me? Like, I want something new to the table to add on to the greatness that our people have created. You feel me? So that's where the whole SOS things comes into play. That's why I named it that, and that's why everything regarding music is going to be under this segment, SOS, in my channel. So that's a little background knowledge with SOS. Now Mayday, my EP, the first project under SOS. Wow, like I really feel great to be sharing my personal and intimate feelings and experiences with you all. It means a lot, especially when you guys like listen to it and give me feedback. It really touches the soul. Mayday is an EP. It's underneath the genre of Afro soul, maybe a little bit indie, R&B, jazz type of feel. So my title, it's called Mayday, but why did I choose Mayday? If you don't know the definition, it's basically an international stress call via radio, used by like aircrafts or ships. Distress signal. It's like the signal word. You know how like in the movies are like Mayday, Mayday, and they're like falling out of the sky. Because I wanted the album cover to be a distress call. Like I'm calling out to my fellow peers, to the generation. I'm basically saying, hey, listen up. That's the message that I wanted to get across by choosing Mayday, and that's why I chose that as my album title. So now I'm gonna move into my songs. Like I said, there's 7 songs on the EP. That first song on my EP is called Worthless. Yes, Worthless. Basically, I wrote Worthless the summer after I graduated high school, so the summer of 2015. There was a lot going on that year. I actually didn't finish Worthless until summer 2016, because 2016 was rough for us black folks. I'm not even gonna lie. That was the year that made me get my mental state. It got me out of my funk. I got disconnected from this matrix, and that's when I realized that, hey, I've got to do something. I've got to make a change. Worthless is just basically saying that no one's life is worth less anyone else's, and that goes for everyone, human beings, animals, people of color. One of my lyrics are like, do my little brothers have to die in order for y'all to realize? Like, I say that the shit they're feeding us is on the screens, in the schools, who can you run to? And that's a real line. Like, the people that you're supposed to be going to for safety are the people creating these problems. It's just kind of like, well, who do you run to? Like, what do we have to do? In the second verse, this is one of my favorite lyrics. I go, I guess my great grandkids aren't gonna see a panda, but that's cool because they're locked in a cage right now for your own muse play, for your own amusement. We've got animals going extinct, but the little few variety of animals that we do have are locked up in these cages and these zoos. That's not living life. That's not being free. Like, they're not happy. Also, when I first heard the beat, that's why I put it as the first song on my EP, because I felt like it was a great opener. There's this woman talking, and I don't know if it's like the producer, I don't know if the producer who made this beat found that, or I don't know if that's his actual mother, grandma, whoever. But when I first heard it, it made me think of my mom. Everything that lady said in the beginning is everything that my mom has said to me. The only difference is I don't know how to play guitar. When I heard that, I was just like, oh, I have to use this. I have to utilize this in the best way possible, because I can really relate. So if I can relate, everyone, well, not everyone, but there should be other folks out there like me who will be able to relate. So yeah. The second song on my EP is called Snacks, also known as Food for Thought. Now, I wrote this my senior year of high school. It's a really fun little song. I was actually just being silly, and at first I was really just freestyling on the beat. I'm really bad with explaining what's in my head out into words. Like, I'm so bad on it, and I'm trying to work on it. I'm trying to read more and extend my vocabulary. I mean, I opened up the song, I'm like, you wouldn't get it, so why would I explain shit? Like, because it's so bad. I make reference in there to dating, because at the time, it seemed like everybody was just jumping into these relationships, these temporary ass relationships, and I'm not that type of person to approach with that. Like, I'm not the one. I like to take my time on things, and I especially don't like to put a title on things, and I do not like to rush. Basically, Snacks is just like, open your mind, folks. Come here with me. Come on this journey in my mind. I'm kind of all over the place. But like I said, that's because I'm bad at explaining things, so I probably went from like point A to point B. But that's what Snacks is about, just food for thought. I'm talking about a lot. Trois. Number 3, that is 3. The third song on my EP is called Coco Chanel. Now, Coco Chanel, I have so much fun singing this, it's not even funny. When I first heard the beat, I freestyled Coco Chanel, and the first verse and the chorus was done. Like, this whole song was written probably in a max 24 hours. I mean, the words were just spilling to me. Now, Coco Chanel is the more, it's the princess side of me coming out. I definitely refer myself as a princess. Anyone who knows me knows that I am a princess, and you would treat me as such. You feel me? I would say it's kind of like a feminist song. It's a woman empowerment song, and it's a message to all you guys out there. So I suggest guys listen to it. It's kind of cliche. A lot of metaphors that I use is cliche, but that's only because we use them in our everyday lives, especially guys when they're trying to hit on us women. It's just really tiring, and it's annoying. Either keep it real or just don't fuck with me at all, to be honest. And basically, Coco Chanel is me snapping. Like, I'm snapping because I'm tired of it. Like, you were raised by a queen. Your mother raised you better than that. So don't approach me any type of way. I'm not a bitch. I am not a hoe. I am a princess. I am a strong, independent black woman, and you will address me as such. I will not accept anything less. And if that makes me conceited, if that makes me, bougie or whatever, so be it. Coco Chanel is my more nice and catchy way of saying everything I just said. So check that song out. Fourth song on my EP is called The Juice. The Juice is also a message to you guys out there. It's basically, you know, letting you in on like the little things that I or maybe another woman would like to hear. I mean, this is really adding the lines that guys say to try to pursue a woman or trying to move forward. You know, it's always like that small conversation. And let's be real, you don't really care about that. At the end of the day, you're trying to get my number. I mean, that is the goal. But it's just kind of like, how are you gonna get to that goal, right? So you kind of gotta sauce me up, right? You gotta show me the juice, the sauce. You know, like show me. I'm on a throne, and like you're walking up to me, and I'm just like, okay, you have 60 seconds. Tell me your pitch. Like that's kind of how it is in a business aspect, but not taking the business aspect out of it. Yeah, the juice is just basically saying, if you're going to try to spit game, this is the stuff that I personally would like to hear, and you should take heed. Just take heed in it. The fifth song on my EP is called All Hail the Virgins. And to help me with this song is my friend Young Tycoon. He's a rapper. You should also check out his SoundCloud. I'm gonna put it in the description box. I forgot to mention that earlier. But yes, I'm an artist under the record label The Lotus Productions, and Young Tycoon is actually another artist with me. So he hopped on this track with me and helped me explain this song. All Hail the Virgins. I wrote All Hail the Virgins after I wrote Can I Write My Virginity? I wrote a song about it. I wrote All Hail the Virgins after I lost my virginity. There's a lot of stigma that is attached to losing your virginity, and all those stigmas crossed my mind prior to losing it. I guess I was worried about how everybody else would perceive it except for my own. So many things were running through my head, and it didn't need to be. It didn't need to be that stressful. So All Hail the Virgins is just a song to the virgins saying, hey, make sure you do it because you feel in your heart and soul that it's the right time. And fuck what everybody else has to say. Everybody got their own story. Everybody got, you know, they experience. But their experiences is not going to be your experience. So that's what that song's about. Number 6 on the EP is actually one of my personal favorites. This one and number 7. Number 6 is called Orlando, and I'm going to tell you why I chose that title because it's kind of an interesting story, alright? So this song is actually about prom. I am from Miami, Florida, and Orlando is just 3 hours away. Depending on how fast you drive, it could be 2.5. I didn't want to do the cliche shit that everybody did on prom. I didn't want to do all of that. Like, I wanted to do something spontaneous, different, you feel me? I wanted to go to Orlando after prom. The way it's set up, on the highways, you can see the sign. It literally says, oh, take a left to go to West Palm Beach, take a left to go to Hialeah, or take a right and go to Orlando. It's so simple. It's literally a matter of making a decision of right or left. Imagine every single day driving on a highway, going to school or something, and then just knowing that all you have to do is just make this right turn, a wrong turn, and you're in a whole nother city. Like, you're on a whole adventure, a mini vacation, you feel me? And basically Orlando was me singing about that. It was just basically saying, hey, like, are you down? That's why I named it Orlando. So that's what that song's about. The last song on my EP, the 7th song, is my most recent song in the time period wise. I wrote this song last semester, fall of 2016, which was my second fall semester here in college, so it was my sophomore year. It's called His Story. The way it's spelled, as you can see, it's history with a double S and a slash in the middle, because after taking an introduction to Africana Studies class last semester, now I'm a theater major, but man, oh man, oh man, listen, yo, if I had a say-so in what could be in our education curriculum, it would be an introduction to Africana Studies class. I've heard that in some HBCUs this class is mandatory, but at my HBCU it's not. I learned so much about our culture, about our people, about our history that I did not know. So many contradicting questions that I had in my head growing up were answered in this class alone. It has made such an impact on me that I have now decided to minor in Africana Studies. I mean, that's how much it has impacted me. And I wrote a song about it. It's sickening and it's disgusting, the history that America has stealing other people's cultures. Like it's wild what the European ancestors have done to people. The very first question that my Africana Studies teacher asked me when we first walked in there, the very first day, she said, "How do you know the things that you know?" Lots of great debates in there. We talked about religion, we talked about homosexuality, we talked about the state of black people. Today we talked about the presidential election because this was around the time where Trump and Hillary were going at it and all this type of stuff. We just talked about a lot. And I learned a lot. And I feel like I can't know this information and keep it to myself. I feel like I have to share it with my brothers and sisters, because ultimately that is how we are going to get strong, by knowledge. Knowledge is power, truth is power. One of my favorite lines in the song is, "Yes, I can back it up with facts. Let me fill your mind with what it knows or what it lacks. I am not just playing, I am here proclaiming that we're being played." Where in history did we as black folks have the time to just think for ourselves? We didn't. You have the enslavement time era, the time era where we're trying to break away from that, and the time era now that we're in, where we're quote unquote broken from enslavement, but really we're not. It's just a different form of slavery. I don't know if you guys check out my YouTube channel, but I've got playlists on my channel, and one of them is called Stay Woke. Well, these are videos that I've looked at that better help me understand what's going on in the world. It's really hard to keep up, and it's hard to stay focused with all these distractions like social media and the television and these garbage ass music out these days. It's so important to breathe. I think that's why I'm outside. I needed some fresh air. Shit. That is the little synopsis. That's a little bit about Mayday. If some of these messages spark your interest, please feel free to check out my SoundCloud. It's the same as my Instagram, Twitter, YouTube, all that. Pretty eyes, free, triple eyes. If you see Daisy, just know that that's me. I'm gonna put the link to my SoundCloud in the description box. The next video that I will be posting will be a lock tag video, which is way overdue, so be looking out for that, guys. I hope all is well in your life. I hope you're enjoying the summer. Be easy, be breezy, be strong, my brothers and sisters. Be strong. Peace. Much love. Hey, what's up, you guys? It's your girl Daisy here, coming to this one needs to